Okay, let's talk about populations and samples. This is the summary for lesson 12.1. So a population is a sample. Remember, the population is the whole group that's being studied. It's the big number. The sample is a portion of the population, is a smaller group. Now, if it's random and truly random, then a method has been used to ensure that randomness so that there's no favoritism, there's no selection based on any characteristic. It's completely random. Something like putting names in a hat or randomly picking people at a certain time of the day, that's random. Bias sample is one that doesn't truly represent the population. This is where you've done something specific, like you picked all the girls, or you picked cowboys and asked them about music. You did something to bias that sample, and you didn't make it random. So if it's not random, it's biased. So let's look at a couple of examples here and try and explain what we're dealing with. All right, so we're going to tell this sample. An airline surveys passengers from a flight that is on time to determine if passengers on all flights are satisfied. So first of all, the population is all passengers on all flights. The sample is that one flight. That flight happened to be on time. And then they asked if they were satisfied with it. Well, there's a problem. That's definitely biased. They picked a flight where everything went well, and then they asked, are you happy? Well, of course. Now, to be unbiased or completely random, they'd have to pick the flights in advance without really knowing what the end. So this is definitely biased. It's a sad face. Okay. Number 2. A newspaper randomly chooses 100 names from its subscriber database and then surveys those subscribers to find out if they read the restaurant reviews. Okay, so the population is all subscribers to the newspaper. The sample is 100 names chosen randomly. Now, that definitely, they've picked randomly, find out if they read restaurant reviews. This is definitely unbiased. It is a good random survey. They've done everything they can to pick correctly. That's a happy face. See, today's is just drawing faces in them. All right, number 3. The manager of a bookstore sends a survey to 150 customers who are randomly selected from a customer list. Okay, so the entire population is the customer list for the bookstore. The sample is these 150 customers, and they're randomly selected. There's no reason for them. So it's definitely a good random survey. So we'll give that a happy face. The last one is a team of researchers surveys 200 people at a multiplex movie theater to find out how much money state residents spend on entertainment. So the population is all state residents. This sample is these 200 people at this movie theater. Now, they've kind of gone in here and had a problem. So they're asking how much people spend on entertainment, and they're specifically going to people who go to movies. That kind of creates a little bit of a problem there. This is a specific type of audience. They're moviegoers. It's not necessarily going to be representative of everyone else who does. Some people don't go to movies. That's not their entertainment. So it's definitely biased. They're definitely looking towards people who spend money at movies and what else they do after. So that's a sad face. So there was 12.1, populations and samples. First, identify the population, identify the sample, and then figure out, is that sample truly random or is it biased? Did they do something to bias the sample? Hope that helps.